Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Learning Electronics. In this lecture we are going to study full bridge inverter with resistive load. In the previous classes we have studied half bridge inverter with resistive load and RL load. So if you want to see those videos you can check it in the channel playlist. So before starting this video please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get more updated videos from here. In this lecture we are going to discuss first important features, then working and output waveforms of full bridge inverter with resistive load. This is the circuit diagram of full bridge inverter. Here you can see we have connected a resistor across the load terminals, therefore it is called as full bridge inverter with resistive load. Here we are using 4 thyristor switches S1, S2, S3 and S4 and 4 diodes D1, D2, D3 and D4. And if we compare the number of thyristor switches and diodes with the half bridge inverter, in the half bridge inverter we were using 2 thyristor switches and 2 diodes, whereas in the full bridge inverter number of thyristor switches and number of diodes are doubled. And the voltage source which we were using in the half bridge inverter was half of the supply voltage, that is Vs by 2 for upper circuit, and half of the supply voltage, that is Vs by 2 for the lower circuit of the half bridge inverter. But in the full bridge inverter we are taking the full supply voltage, that is equal to Vs, across the terminals of this inverter circuit. Now we will discuss some important points related to full bridge inverter. This inverter uses pair of switches S1, S2 and S3, S4 and 2 pairs of diodes D1, D2 and D3, D4. As you can see in the circuit diagram, the devices of one pair operate simultaneously in this circuit in order to avoid the short circuit across the DC bus. And in order to avoid the undefined AC output voltage condition, the modulating technique should ensure that either top or bottom switch of each leg is on at any instant. So in this circuit, if switches S1 and S2 operate simultaneously, that means if S1 and S2 are on simultaneously, then we will get the output voltage or load voltage is equal to plus of supply voltage Vs. And if the switches S3 and S4 operate simultaneously, then we will get output voltage V0 is equal to minus of supply voltage, that is minus of Vs. Here diodes D1, D2, D3, D4 used in the circuit are called as feedback diodes and are used to carry the current of main thyristor with which they are connected in anti-parallel fashion. As you can see in the circuit diagram, the diodes are always connected in anti-parallel fashion with the thyristor switches. Full bridge inverter is a voltage source inverter. What is voltage source inverter? Whenever we keep the input voltage constant or maintain the input voltage constant, then that type of inverter is called as voltage source inverter. Therefore, full bridge inverter is a voltage source inverter that converts input DC voltage into AC output voltage, and the AC output voltage is twice that of obtained with half bridge voltage source inverter topologies. The operation of the full bridge inverter with resistive load is divided into two modes of operation. Mode 1 goes from time t is equal to 0 to t by 2. Here t is the total time period, and mode 2 goes from time t is equal to t by 2 to capital T. Now we'll understand mode number 1 operation. It goes from time t is equal to 0 to t by 2 at instant t is equal to 0. This S1 switch and this S2 switch, which are connected diagonally with each other, are turned on, and this S3 switch and S4 switch will be in the off condition during mode number 1 operation. So now the final circuit diagram will look like this. Here you can see only S1 and S2 switch are operating, that means they are on condition, and rest of the devices, diodes plus 2 thyristor switches S3 and S4 will be in the off condition and they will act as open circuit. So here this is the circuit diagram during the mode number 1 operation. So now the current will flow from this positive terminal of this voltage source to negative terminal of this voltage source in the clockwise direction, as you can see in the diagram. Now the load current which is entering in the load will flow from P point to Q point towards the right hand side, as you can see. So this direction of current from left to right will be taken as positive. So here the load current will be positive, and the load voltage will be plus on this point and minus on this point, and this voltage will also be taken as positive. Now if we apply KVL in this loop, we will get load voltage is equal to plus Vs, and the load current will flow from P point to Q point in the mode number 1 operation. Now we will understand the output waveforms in the mode number 1 operation. Since we are using here resistive load, the load current will be equal to plus of supply voltage divided by resistance. So this is the load current, and if we find out the switch current, because the switch current and the load current are in the same direction, therefore the switch S1 current IS1 will be equal to load current, and switch S2 current IS2 will also be equal to load current. Now in the mode number 1 operation, which goes from time t is equal to 0 to t by 2, the load voltage is equal to plus Vs and load current will be equal to plus Vs by R. And since the source current is producing from this DC voltage source, it will be constant. Therefore, we are drawing a horizontal line for the source current, and the switch S1 and S2 current is equal to load current I0. Therefore, it will be equal to plus Vs by R. And in this mode number 1 operation, S3 switch and S4 switch both are in the off condition. Therefore, current through them will be equal to 0. In the full bridge inverter with resistive load, we are not using the diode's current because the diode will not work in the case of resistive load for both half bridge inverter and full bridge inverter. Next mode of operation is mode 2 operation. It goes from time t is equal to t by 2 to t. At instant t is equal to t by 2. This S1 switch and S2 switch is turned off, and S3 switch and S4 switch, which are connected diagonally with each other, will be turned on simultaneously. Now in the mode number 2 operation, the circuit diagram will look like this. Except this S3 switch and S4 switch, all the devices D1, D2, D3, D4 and S1 and S2 switches will be turned off. So therefore they will act as open circuit. So only S3 and S4 switch will act as closed switch in the mode 2 operation, and this is the final circuit diagram in the mode 2 operation. Now the current which will flow in this loop will be from the positive terminal of the voltage source to the negative terminal of the voltage source in the clockwise direction, again as in the mode number 1 operation. Now the current will enter in the load at the Q point. That means the current in the load resistor will flow from right hand side to left hand side, that is opposite to the load current flowing in the mode number 1 operation. This direction of load current will be taken as negative, and here also load current will be equal to Vs by R only, but the current direction is changed, therefore we will take minus of Vs by R. Now the polarity of the load voltage will also change across the resistor since the current direction is changing in the mode 2 operation. Therefore the load voltage polarity will be plus on this point and minus on this point. So this load voltage will be taken as negative and will be equal to minus of Vs, and load current will be equal to minus of Vs by R in the mode 2 operation. So as here we are using the resistive load, there will not be any energy storage in the resistive load, we know that, and thus the feedback diodes are not used here to carry the main switch current. Therefore the feedback diodes will remain inactive in the full bridge inverter with resistive load. Now we will understand the output waveforms. The mode 2 operation, which goes from time t is equal to t by 2 to t, the load voltage is equal to minus of Vs in the mode 2 operation, and the load current will be equal to minus of Vs by R because we are using here resistive load, and the load current will flow from Q point to P point, which is equal to minus of Vs by R. Now since the switches S1 and S2 are in the off condition in the mode 2 operation, therefore current through them will be equal to 0. Now we will see the current through this S3 switch and S4 switch. The current through the S3 switch will be taken as IS3 will be equal to minus of load current, and current through the S4 switch will be equal to IS4, which is equal to minus of load current. Now here you can see we are getting negative load current. Now if we apply negative value to this negative load current, then it will become positive. That means we will get plus Vs by R for both IS3 and IS4 current. Why we are getting positive here? You can see the current which is entering in the thyristor switches S3 and S4, it is in the forward direction only. That means the forward current is flowing through this S3 and S4 switch, therefore the current through them will be taken as positive, but the current which is entering in the load will be opposite to that of mode number 1 operation, therefore this load current will be taken as negative here. Therefore in this mode 2 operation we will take IS3 and IS4 current as plus Vs by R, but the load current will be equal to minus of Vs by R in the mode 2 operation. So hope you have understood the topic. Thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe my channel for more updates.